I'm Tom, and this is Alley Picked. On my channel, you might see me do a woodworking project, a tool review, a toy video, an upcycling project, or it might even be a repair video. But today is what I would consider a traditional Alley Picked video where I make something cool out of a bunch of junk. In this case, I'm going to take some old pop cans, a metal potato chip can, some scrap wood, an advertisement from a 1951 magazine, and I'm going to turn these all into a one-of-a-kind end table. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. It might look weird, it might be strange, but it's in my head and it needs to come out. I searched for a piece of wood in my garage to use for the tabletop. I found this piece of oak. I got it free from the reuse depot that was moving locations. The problem with this is that it's curved, so I'm going to try to sand the middle on one side and the ends on the other to see if I can make this flat. Now that I salvaged this beautiful piece of oak, my plan is to stain it with some Jacobean. Then I've got this advertisement from 1951. It's a 7-Up ad, really cool. I'm going to glue it to the board, coat it with some Mod Podge, and then float on a 2-part crystal clear epoxy finish. This thing is going to look amazing, and it's going to be a beautiful, one-of-a-kind tabletop. I glued the 7-Up advertisement to my flat piece of oak. I sealed it with some puzzle glue. Then I gave it 2 coats of an epoxy for a clear, thick and hard finish. But something went horribly wrong. This here was going to be the top for my little table, but sometimes plans don't work out like you planned. My epoxy job looks horrible. The coverage is uneven and splotchy. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the temperature, maybe my epoxy is old. But I can't use this, so I had to go to plan B. I cut this circle out of a piece of oak that I bought at an estate sale for cheap, and I was racking my brain trying to figure out what I could put on here so the tabletop wouldn't be so boring. I thought about a decal, I thought about decoupage, I thought about sublimation. Then it hit me. I could use my laser engraving machine and etch something onto the wood. But what? And then I had this brainstorm. Check this out. That looks incredible. After a little paint, here's how it turned out. Doesn't that look amazing? It's perfect. It just goes to show you that sometimes a mistake can lead to something way better. The next big problem that I had to figure out was how to mount the pop cans. Off to Home Depot for some inspiration. I bought a threaded rod and this cheap bag of a quick drying cement. My plan is to put the threaded rod through the can and hold it in place using the cement. The problem with my cement is that there are small pebbles in it, which makes it difficult to fill up the cans through the tab opening in the top. So I made my own filtering system using a yogurt container. It is a little tedious, but in about 5 minutes, I had enough to fill 1 can. I don't want the cement to leak out the bottom, so I made this jig. I inserted the rod, slid over a rubber washer followed by a steel one. This should keep it from leaking while I pour the cement through the opening in the top. Now the can is full and the rod is locked in place. I used another washer and a nut to hold it in place. In about an hour, this should be rock solid. While the cement is curing, I need some additional wood circles to sandwich the can and to mount these 6-inch mid-century modern legs that I purchased on Amazon for 20 bucks. Once the cement is solid inside of the pop cans, I can cut off the excess threaded rod and mount them between the wood circles. Now that I have all the parts that I need, a little assembly music, please. This has got to be one of my favorite things that I've ever made out of junk. I took some old cans and wood that I had laying around the house, and now I have a beautiful, one-of-a-kind end table. And I'm actually glad that that square top idea didn't work out. I think the round is the way to go because it blends so much more with the round tin cans. And filling these pop cans with cement not only holds the top and the bottom in place, but it gives this thing some added weight so it doesn't tip over so easily. Now, I rarely make the same project twice, but I like this one so much, I'm going to do it again. I'm Tom, this is Alley Picked, and thanks for watching.